Hey folks, and welcome to Drinking Alone with Friends, a podcast where three friends drink alone together. My name's Chris.
Hey guys, it's Todd.
And I'm Obert. Welcome back, Todd. I think we're just dropping new from your name and you're just Todd now.
You're just Todd now, yeah.
New Todd, but Todd for short. How's that sound?
There's a rule of once you Todd for 5 times, you become a Todd. So there's no new Todd anymore. It's just Todd, and I can finally talk like my true self.
Yeah,
I get it. So you're not replacing Todd. You're multiplying. You have now been assimilated into Todd.
I am multiverse Todd.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's been a leak in the multiverse, and the real Todd has come to play.
Todd, no way home.
Exactly.
Spoilers.
Todd Homecoming.
There you go. Whatever one makes sense. Well, welcome back, Todd.
It's great to be back. How have y'all been? What's going on?
Been good.
Yeah, good. I mean,
great.
It's there you go. End of story. Cool. All right.
Well, I mean, I say that because I won't lie. I was not able to listen to last week's episode.
How dare you? How dare you? Disconnect.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't. I didn't have time to listen to it though. So I mean, anything that I should know before I make an idiot of myself and say something that you already said?
No, a lot of trash talking the Bills, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to remember any other highlights that you missed out on.
Don't forget the 45 minutes of Tom Brady appreciation, obviously.
Yep. We talked about that too. Yeah.
So,
I came to the wrong multiverse.
normal stuff that we do on this podcast.
God darn it.
You gotta hop back in that multiverse portal and pop out on the
I don't want to be here
podcast,
anymore.
Drinking alone with Bills fans.
Drinking alone with Bills fans.
Oh man.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
Yeah.
Did you guys did you get clarification on I'm sorry to bring this up, but the M&M commercial? I saw that you found it and then you put it at the end of the episode. But was it on record stated to the listeners that I'm not crazy and I didn't lucid dream an M&M's commercial about cannibalism?
Someone did come to your defense in the Discord.
I saw Sal did in the Discord.
Yeah. So someone did come to your defense. So, there's that's I don't remember the commercial, but
I like to think that there's a universe though that it might exist or it might not.
That's true. I mean, she just said she came from a multiverse, so
right.
That makes sense. Maybe in my multiverse, I have a cannibalistic M&M commercial sponsored by Meatloaf.
Right.
Okay. This makes more sense why we were so not on the same page.
Yes.
Yeah. In our universe, it's a Wimbledon commercial with Def Leppard endorsing Reese's Pieces. Yeah.
Now, but do those Reese's Pieces get PC'd, or are they still good to go? Nothing wrong with their image.
Yeah, they don't. They're not scantily clad. No.
Okay.
Right.
Sometimes those. Excuse me, I have to say this properly. Those Reese's. Is it Reese's Pieces? I say Reese's Pieces. I have to.
It's Reese's Pieces.
Because PC isn't a word. It's Reese owns them.
I have to say it.
It's Reese's Pieces. Yeah. That's not. It's
Reese's
not.
Pieces.
It's not Reese's Pieces. They don't sell
Reese's
computers
Pieces.
or anything like that. But yeah. So
Reese's Pieces.
Yes.
Right.
Privilege checked for your pleasure. Right.
That's what that stands for. Okay.
That's what that means. They say it every week.
Now I'm so confused.
I'm lost too. Okay, good. At least it's not just me. What multiverse thing is this? Please enlighten us to your multiverse. What is this? I'm confused.
When you buy a pack of chocolate in my multiverse, you get a free PC with it, but there's also a problem of making sure it's privilege checked. So that's why I say it's PC checked for your pleasure, where it's already they're not going to have any, problems with this PC, and it's not going to cancel itself and get you on the social media charge of cancelization.
Huh.
PC checked for your pleasure.
There you go.
Okay. Makes sense now that we've explained the joke.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Always makes it funnier.
Yeah. Totally. I'm laughing so hard right now.
Uh-huh.
I made a really good joke.
Well, one of the hosts is, so.
I don't think he's laughing at the joke.
No, it was very funny. I get it so good right
I think
now.
he's laughing at me.
I get it. No, I wasn't. I was laughing at Tud, the other Tud, the other part of Tud, the other Tud. I don't know where they are, but anyways, what's new with you besides I don't know, life?
I just actually was able to. I had my stream today, and then I was able to tell everyone there. So now I can tell you guys, but I am officially a Capcom creator.
Whoa.
And part of the Capcom, the video game company, stream team on Twitch.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I found out Friday, and I've been waiting all weekend to tell people, and I was losing my mind, and it was the worst secret I've ever kept in my entire life. It was really exciting. So now I get to work along with Capcom, and when I post my content, it's working. It's Capcom content for them, and I'm just really excited to kind of see where it takes things, and it's like a new direction of things, and Mega Man and Breath of Fire and Resident Evil, and
nice.
it was kind of fun. Monster Hunter. So I'm really excited. That was a really exciting news for me, and I've never been part of a stream team before, and it's for a video game company that is like real and big, and I like, so I'm very excited.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, I was
very, very excited.
I was gonna ask if you've done Capcom stuff in the past, but now that you mentioned some of those titles, I think you have. So, because I don't know what all falls under the umbrella of Capcom, and I know as a streamer I probably should or something. I don't know, but that's really awesome. That's really cool. So cool.
Yeah, I've only streamed Resident Evil. I've played other games of theirs, but I haven't streamed any.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I do a lot of different rotations, so just Resident Evil. But will obviously do a bunch of other things now.
Now that you're tied in with them,
Right?
Okay.
Tied in, yes.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Street
very
Street
exciting,
Fighter
but-
4 Ultimate or 5 or whatever one it's out now right now.
You're 5.
I've never was good at Street Fighter, and I'm very anxious for something like that. And I think that I still won't, even though that I'm now on their team, I will not play Street Fighter.
I think
I
Chris
was
might
so
know
bad
this.
at that game as a kid.
I don't think I ever revealed it on the podcast, but I've actually been to the World Championship Street Fighter Evo tournament in Las Vegas twice.
Wow.
Yeah, and
He won both
I don't know
times.
that much. Yeah. Silver medal the second time. Still bitter about it. No, I don't know that much about Street Fighter, but it was still a lot of fun to go and watch them fight in the streets with the big muscly men on the game. And it's like the crowd is just going absolutely wild with all these like combo cancels and ultra moves into other combos. And I'm just like, seems like people are having a lot of fun here. So I'm into it.
Wait, so was it real muscly men or just like a big screen with the muscly men characters on it?
Yeah. There's the Ryu and Ken and
Yeah.
Blanca and all them.
Oh, that's so disappointing. I thought you meant that there was
Oh, that it wasn't the video game. It was like a cage match, like an actual
it was
Street Fighter.
it was physical people
Yeah.
of muscly men.
Yes. No,
Oh.
unfortunately not. It
Kiwi
was
wants
the
to go to
video
next
game.
year's
I would love to
Capcom.
know.
Hook,
Please,
Yeah.
please let me know.
Capcom, hook your girl up. She needs to.
Capcom, you might actually be listening.
Capcom, hook your girl up. You need to
Hook your girl up.
bring
Let me watch the
her
Muscle
to the
Men.
Muscleman convention.
I'll be your commentator. So Chris, I know you've been doing Legends of Arceus too, really quick. I know it's Pokemon, but
I know. Oh man. Yeah, that game is taking over my life a little bit. it's I don't know, Kiwi. I know you. We nerded out about it a little bit already prior, but it's so good. It's so good. It's everything I want a Pokemon game to be. The dialogue is very big. There's a lot of dialogue. That's the one takeaway. But the gameplay is awesome. And yes, I do have 20 shinies or something like that right now.
oh
Yeah.
my god,
I caught 7 in one stream. It was amazing. So good. It was amazing.
it seems like the rate is higher, but I haven't come across one yet. But I also haven't progressed the game at all because I'm obsessed with filling out the
Oh
Pokedex.
man, yes. So if you do a certain shiny hunting method, it makes it very, very favorable. But if you don't do
Don't
that,
spoil your handle. Don't spoil your handle
that's
for
right.
this week,
That's
Chris.
right. The Masuda method again. Masuda method 2, electric boogaloo. No, but there is a method to increase your shiny chances a lot. So if you use that, then it makes it relatively easy. But finding random shinies is still relatively hard. So that's
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, that makes
and
more sense then.
I'll show you my secrets later on.
Okay. Let me know. Let's don't give them the whole cow before they listen. They have to pay for the
That's right.
hour of beer,
Exactly.
which this podcast is actually about.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
We do beer too.
Yeah.
By the way, all this video games is making me thirsty.
So speaking of Kiwi, what do you got for us? You want to go first this week? You are the guest.
I will go first. So I have a beer from a local place in Buffalo, Community Beer Works, and it's called Strawberry Milkshake IPA.
Ooh.
I like the
And the
name.
package is very pink and pretty, and it really does make you think of a strawberry milkshake. It's got some nice little like background artwork to it, and it says this hazy IPA is brewed with Barb Rogue and Strata hops, which I don't know what Barb Rogue is. I've never had that.
Me neither.
To accentuate the flavors and aromas of our strawberry additions, oat and wheat lend the beer an incredibly soft mouthfeel, while the addition of lactose I should have known better. The addition of lactose enhances and builds sweetness. Madagascar vanilla completes the package, making the Milkshake IPA an absolute delight to drink. And it seems like it's part of their Garage series. I don't know what that is. Hopefully not too much lactose in here, but it says milk in bold letters on the front.
It does. It's actually the direct middle of the can for those of you who can't see at home.
It's smack dab in the middle, and I should know better by now.
Kiwi saw it, was like, clearly it's almond milk. Clearly.
You know, brewers, if you're listening, please put some fucking almond milk in your beer for your lactose-free people. I'm still gonna drink it. I'm here. I'm committed. I have nowhere to be tonight, except on the Zoom call.
Except for the toilet. Yep. At least
Thank God for mute buttons.
You can play Legends Arceus on the Switch. It's fine.
Exactly. That's what the Switch is meant for drinking beers with lactose in it and not being able to sit down at your computer anymore.
It's funny because our listeners know, based on the length of this episode, how well this beer sits with you, but we don't yet. Right? If this is a 50-minute episode, they know what's about to happen here.
The multiverse.
Gotta go.
Multiverse ties in. Look at that. Multiverse. It all comes full circle.
I need a toilet and lactose-free beer, please.
It's not pink, and I don't know why I was expecting it to be pink. I also have done quite the crisp pour here.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I was expecting it to look like a strawberry yoo-hoo as well.
Yeah, like I thought it would be like strawberry milk. Very sweet nose to it. I can kind of, if I really put my nose into it, you kind of get that sweet ice cream, like strawberry ice cream, like the dairy, I guess, like the
lactose.
I get it. Not a ton of strawberry, more just like that sweet lactose, I think. I wouldn't even say strawberry, like a sweet lactose. Maybe strawberry, but like artificial, not real. Obviously, it's not anywhere close to strawberry looking. All right, I
feel like the lactose smell really takes over a lot. So it's hard to get anything else through.
Yeah, I guess I never realized. I mean, I don't really drink a ton of lactose beers. I guess I never realized that the lactose itself has a smell, but it made me think of dairy, and I'm like, okay, like when I say sweet dairy, like maybe it is the lactose that I'm sniffing. It's pretty cloudy. I mean, they said oats in here, so that makes sense. Pretty cloudy. The head is very long lasting, but that could be due to my pour.
Perfect pour. Yep.
It's a little golden, a little bit on the darker side of the golden. It looks a little bit dark on my camera, but with my lights, it's a little bit more golden than what it looks like. All right, let's go for a sip. Wow. All right, that strawberry really comes in. Very, very sweet. Berry strawberry. Sorry.
Really?
Sorry. Let me go for one more sip. That was really like a hot strawberry, like punches your mouth. I couldn't really focus on the finish, so hold on. It's very smooth. You get a really smooth start. You get, the more you're finishing this beer, the more you get that more kind of like, I don't want to say chalky in a negative way. I mean it more in like a positive, like shake way. A chalky strawberry. It's very, it actually is, as they said, it is very soft. The beginning, I get a tiny bit of tart to it. IPA, next to none. I mean, I'm not getting a single hop out of this, and it's not to say that this is bad. But I don't get anything hopped. I don't get any bite. It's just a very smooth, tastes like wheat to me, but I will give this a couple more sips. But off the bat, I don't get a single like milkshake. I've had milkshake IPAs, and I don't get any like the IPA characteristics from it. Oh. I know I said that. I sounded condescending when I said that. I just meant like I've had a type of this style of beer. Chris just looked at me and he's like, "Oh, excuse me." She's had milkshake IPAs before. I was trying to talk.
I gotta ask, does it taste like strawberry milkshake?
No.
Okay.
No, you get that sweet artificial
0 out of 5
strawberry. You do. It does give it a shake-esque, but it's not strawberry milkshake. But it's not strawberry milkshake IPA. I would say it tastes like a strawberry wheat to me.
Okay. I was gonna ask like strawberry candy.
No, like strawberry wheat candy wise, I'd say more candy than strawberry, where like you get that artificial flavoring versus like the natural flavors out of this. But it's still strawberry. It's just yeah, it's not bad. It's good. I wouldn't order 2 of these. It's a little too sweet for me. I'm not a huge sweet drinker. But it's definitely not bad. I mean, it's about as sweet as having a sour. But something about like having a sour versus a wheat tasting to me, I guess I should say, beer, like total difference of having more than one for me at least, I'd say. I don't know. Do you guys feel that way or?
Yeah, milkshake IPA is a flight board or a one and done situation for me. It's like you can't be pounding them all night long. It's a soft mouthfeel, but it's a heavy body. Like it's just it's thick.
Right.
But it is good, and like the head is really well done on it. Like it really maintains its pour. It's just not. I don't get any IPA aspects, and like with all these hops, like maybe like I just don't know these. I mean the hops. I was like, what? I don't know what the hell this is, but maybe I just don't understand the profile. But I really don't get any. I wish I had a tiny bit of a bite from it.
So the reason I asked about the strawberry candy flavor was because you ever have those little candies that like the wrapper is they look like a strawberry with a little green.
Yes.
You know
yeah, like every grandmother
about?
ever has it in her house that no one touches for decades.
Yeah, I love those things. I love that candy.
You eat those.
I you invite me over to your grandma's house, I'll eat all her stale candy.
I can't say I've ever actually unwrapped one of those before.
Oh, you're missing out. I guess it depends if you like this beer or not. Because if you do, then I think you'd like those candies. If you're like not into the artificial strawberry, leave it unwrapped at grandma's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm thinking different things. I want to keep sipping it a bit just because like I mean, it's good. It's just not like it for me. It's not horribly done. It's a well done beer. It's just I think I just had different expectations out of this. I just don't think it's like my favorite. And I like a lot of their beer too. They're a pretty cool brewery from Buffalo, Community Beer Works. And I've worked with them in the past and stuff like that. And they're great. I just don't think this one's it for me.
Yeah,
Plain and simple.
There's a brewery near here that's a co-op brewery where like people own shares in the brewery, and I think that's a really cool approach to owning and running a brewery. I wasn't sure if it sounds like it's really involved in the community, if it's anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when they were around for a while. Like they were one of the front runners of the Buffalo beer community, one of the first out there. And I remember specifically, they've definitely gotten a little bit better with the community thing. I think I probably just took it to heart, but I was working for Bud Light at the time when they had a party when they were like, if you bring in the full Bud Light or Budweiser can and we'll smash it on the ground and give you a free drink. And I was like, come on, like it's so aggressive. But it was like people loved it. And I mean, I was just working for Bud Light, so I was like, come on, like what did I ever do to you? But
right.
So like I was like a little salty about
it. A little
but,
personal.
Like, thinking now, like I was like, that was kind of cool, like what they did and stuff like that. Like they purely took hits because they were just giving out free beer for people to smash Bud Light on the ground and stuff like that. So they're interesting. They opened a new location too, and it's really, really nice. So I do enjoy them, and they've got an amazing brown ale, but I've had it before, so I didn't want to bring it on. But Ober, like it makes me think because you had that brown ale, and I was like sitting there and just dreaming about it. They have a beautiful brown ale that they make, and it's year round. So good.
Nice.
Called The Whale, if you're ever interested.
Okay.
Nice. So what do you think, what would you rate it, say, on a made-up scale of 0 to 5? You know, quarter-point increments, let's say.
It's a weird system.
I
would probably...
Why wouldn't it go to 10? I don't know. No one knows.
I would give this one a 2.75 for me. No, I'd give it a 3. I'd give it a 3.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'd give it a 3. It's not bad. It's just not for me. If I was to rate this on Untapped, I'd go higher. I think people would like this beer. I just don't think it's for me. I'd probably 3, 4, 5.
All right, there's 185 check-ins. I don't know if that skews it at all, but
Oh, I jumped the gun there, didn't I?
you did a little
okay.
bit.
You trusted your gut.
3, 6,
You
3.
did.
No, you can't. You're already locked in. You
No!
you can't change it.
No. Well, okay. 3, 4, 5. If it's 3,
Okay,
6, 3, I'm ending this call right now.
Well, in 5 minutes we have no choice. It's actually quite a bit higher. It's 372. So 185. So I mean, put it on the board.
Yeah,
That's kind of Obert's saying, I guess. But
I
it's his
will.
catchphrase.
Thank you.
I'm just saying 3, 6, 3 was a lot closer than 3, 4, 5.
You're right. 100%. Yes. If only you would have waited.
I mean, you never
5
told me the
seconds.
score. There was no reason I can't change my score. How many times has Tud sat there and looked at Chris and been like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah,
Trying to, trying to scare him out of a.
You're always sure. There's that your final answer. You only get
Todd
one.
always sits here
I know.
and looks at Chris and goes, "Oh, are you sure?" Because he's trying to get him to change his score, and sometimes he buckles. I've witnessed it as a listener. Yeah, I don't get the opportunity to buckle. Please.
I don't think I've changed my score.
You know, in this multiverse,
Maybe my personal score, but not my untapped guess.
you've really locked it in. You say it. I feel like you guys have definitely changed it once or twice.
I mean, no, Todd will definitely do that. But
Yeah, he always does that.
So I mean,
You're definitely
as
following
Todd,
in the Todd
this is in
footsteps.
character and on brand with the
Oh, okay, I
podcast
guess
for
that
me
is
to
true.
want to change my score.
Arguing about your guess is definitely on brand for sure.
I'm just saying 363 is a lot closer to 372 than 345.
Right.
I didn't know there was only 100 check-ins. I thought this beer. I didn't realize I had such a new beer out in the market.
I didn't know that strawberry milkshake IPA was so salty.
Did they say it's salty? Oh, I was like, do the reviews say it's salty? It's me. I'm the salty one.
You're the salty.
So much sodium in here. My Jewish grandmother would not enjoy this beer then. Her ankles would just swell up. Life, eh?
I am surprised it says on here for the strawberry milkshake IPA, 0 IBU, which is not an IBU I associate with IPAs very often.
I'm telling you, there's 0 IPA characteristics to this beer, which is why I was just like honestly, if they just didn't say, if they said it was a strawberry wheat, I think I would have had or like a strawberry wheat cream ale or something like that. I would have had a very different rating for it. But I'm going off of IPA.
Yeah, it's hard to make a milkshake beer that's not an IPA, but I feel like they're just all branded that way. I gotta say, McDonald's, if you're listening, I would for sure fuck up a Shamrock Shake IPA right about now. It's already February. Hopefully it's in the tank somewhere. Somebody's making a Shamrock Shake IPA out there because I would drink that.
There's got to be one out there.
There has to be.
There's got to be.
We have a whole beer encyclopedia on our phones. Let's see.
March is coming up, which means that beer came out in August. If they were looking for a St. Patrick's Day beer, we'll have to talk about that later, not right now. But I don't know if you guys have ever noticed the beer trend cycles for seasonal beers, but it makes me want to pull my hair out every single month.
Yeah, well, I was complaining about it on the beer you had on last episode, your spring beer that you had in January.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of them.
All right. Listeners, send me a Shamrock Shake IPA, please.
All right. So who's drinking next?
All right. I think I'll go next. This week I have a beer from a brewery I've never heard of, which is rare to obtain, a beer from a brewery you've never heard of. But somehow this flew back from Connecticut with me. It's from Stone Corral, which is out of Richmond, Vermont, and it is their black beer. But there's like a bear on the front. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a bear pun, I guess. Yeah. Clean layers of dark malt, mocha, caramel, and noble hops highlight this award-winning German-inspired black lager. So, Kiwi, maybe this beer's for you. You were talking about that delicious brown from last episode. We'll see if this black beer holds up.
I think it's funny when you said that with the bear and the beer, because I have an account called Bear World, and it throws me off all the time because it was a place that they're a beer store. They typoed when they put their name registration into New York State. Like, so they meant to be Beer World, but they typoed. it must have like auto corrected. They must have like done it on their phone or something. I don't know how they did this, but so on the solicitor's permit, it's called Bear World.
So they stuck with the name?
They're stuck with the name Bear World, and they had to
No way.
Yeah.
At least it's a good story.
Yeah. I mean, they made a thing out of it, but it's really funny.
Well, I don't know about Bear World, but maybe this will be out of this Bear World beer. Just poured it. I got a little bit left in the can here, but nice head that's sticking around for sure. So anyway, after some technical snafu, the head has had some time to die down for sure, but smells delicious. It smells like a black lager. It smells like all of the words they described. Maybe some that mocha, just like a nice, crisp, lagery, delicious black malt beer. So let's dig in. Chris, contain yourself.
I'm trying. I'm going on mute. Okay.
This is tasty. This is really good. Nothing out of this world. With that black lager style, it kind of, the flavor falls off a cliff in a way. But that can be good in the fact that it's very drinkable. It's not like some of these more robust porters that you have where like it just coats your mouth and stays in your palate forever. This is definitely a beer that you could drink more than one of, unlike the strawberry milkshake. But it does leave a little bit of, it's a simple beer, but simple's good sometimes. I don't know anything about this Stone Corral brewery. Have either of you heard of it?
I was in Vermont for work, and I've heard the name, but I didn't stop there. I went to Foam, and it was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, I know we talked about that, but well, I didn't. I listened to you guys as you talked about it. I just feel like I'm there in the multiverse. But I did hear a lot, not a lot. Okay, I heard about them.
They exist
From two different people, so that's more than that's more than not a lot.
They got some buzz.
Yeah, they got some buzz.
Yeah.
I mean, Vermont makes good beer to begin with.
Yeah,
They've been making some good beer out there.
I know. I think I might have to plan a trip back to Vermont. Like, just not even go to Connecticut. Just like, go back east and not see anybody. Just go drink a bunch of beer and then fly back to Montana.
I mean, it's basically what I did when I was there. I did buy a thing of maple syrup though. That's delicious.
Maple syrup's always a good buy in Vermont, especially pro maple syrup tip. You got to go when the sap's flowing. So you get the little demo and you get it fresh from the tree. You want to go like April time frame. You got to go when you have the freezing nights and the warm days. That's when that sap's flowing. Anyway, but enough about maple syrup. Let's talk about this beer some more. I don't know. Maybe I was talking about maple syrup because there's not a lot more to say. Rich, well balanced, but not, I guess not rich. Rich wasn't the right word. It is chocolatey, but not too rich. Yeah, well balanced, drinkable. This would be, gonna be honest, on a flight board, this is the one that kind of filler. It's like you get your crazy ones, but then sometimes you have to get the grounded back to reality beer. That's what this is when I get my flights. It's like, yeah, the black lager's there. It's the one I finish first. Get it out of the way. Good beer to, not your first beer, but good like fifth beer at a beer fest. You're like, okay, I've gotten the lighter ones out of the way. I can start working my way up heavier. That's where this one falls in. So that's how I'm describing this beer. What do we got on Untapped? Let's see. I'm going to give this a 3.5. It's fine.
What was the brewery's name again?
3. You know what? 3.25. 3.25. It's not 3.5. It's 3.25. It's Stone Corral, the black beer.
Would it taste better if it had maple syrup in it?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Fresh
So
maple syrup does that.
Vermont maple syrup.
1,919 check-ins on the Untappedverse.
Okay. I mean, I don't think this one's gonna be that high, but it's it's on tap. So 360.
You are closer than Tud was, unfortunately, for Tud, but 375. Should have guessed 375.
I mean, I would have been closer if you gave my actual guess in, but whatever.
I should have just stuck with the 375.
I'm closer.
Should have just kept up with the 375. Every week we have a beer that's exactly 375 now. So yeah.
Sorry, Salty Tud. Got to erase your number off the board. Put me on there.
Salty Tud. I sound like a pirate.
Yarg.
I'd be Salty
Pirate
Tud.
Tud from the multiverse is coming here.
Oh man, we got the pirate verse coming in.
It's gonna be Battle of the Imagine like a Battle of the Tuds where there's like Kiwi Tud, Pirate Tud, and then there's like not yelling Tud, just like hiding in the corner.
Yeah, there you go.
Timid Tud.
Timid
Tud. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. There's just all these Tuds like trying to battle it out for top Tud spot.
The Piglet version, I guess. I don't know.
God, that would be Quiet Tud.
Yeah, that's whatever universe we're in. That's the farthest universe from here.
Yeah. It's gonna build up over the podcast like maybe like episode 300 is just Battle of the Tuds, and all these Tuds come in from the multiverse, and they like with the wizard with the Doctor Strange with the circles, and like all of them like come through and like start like throwing beer bottles at each other and shit.
Yeah, like
there can only be one.
Smashing Bud Light bottles to get free beer.
Mr. Oscar, exactly. Mr. Oscar 2022 category, Best Tud.
Oh, I like it.
You've heard it here. Best Tud. Oh,
we gotta be getting close to those. I don't know when the Mr. Oscars are, but
it's gotta be. Right?
We gotta start playing our categories.
I know, right?
People have good Mr. Oscar categories. Put them in the Discord.
Yeah, please do.
All I know is now I have to actually do a good recording. Chris asked me to present a episode. He was like, "Oh, just record this and say this," and he didn't say like put some fun flair on it. And then Jordan came out with this like amazing produced thing right after mine. You had to put Jordan right after me, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Because I was like, "Hi, I'm Kiwi, and these are the like." I did it so vanilla because that's what I thought was happening, and didn't realize it was a whole production.
Oh, so you're telling us that this year
I have to outdo Jordan. Is what I have to do.
All right. Well, we'll see if you get the multiverse Tuds in on it, maybe.
Yeah. I have to outdo Jordan. That's like my goal right now.
That's your goal? Oh,
sorry, Jordan.
You heard it. You heard it here first, Jordan.
Or new Obert.
Yeah, new Obert. Yes. You heard it here first. So, he's got to be closing in on becoming just an Obert, right? I mean, he's been on here a handful of times.
True. Yeah.
How many times has he been new Obert?
Only once. Only once is new Obert.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it backtracks.
They can't be physically here. That way you can absorb more of their personality in general.
Right. That makes sense.
Like,
that
the more
makes
you
sense.
establish to the listeners, like, no, I'm actually the Tud that you're listening to. Like, he's not here to defend himself.
I'm the Tud now.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm the Tud now.
If we have Tud Prime on, it'll be like, I don't know which one to shoot. You know.
The differences are not uncanny. Very similar.
All right. So, Chris, what do you got for us tonight?
All right. I got something tasty
that we'll find out about right now. You still got that Warhead beer in there?
I saw a Warhead beer. I thought
it
it was a local thing. Who made the Warhead beer?
Some shitty brewery out of Florida or something.
Must be another brewery. I mean, I think someone did this in Buffalo.
How many channel points do I have to spend to get you to chug one of those on the podcast?
10,000.
No, not to chug one of those. So I actually have a repeat brewery, and I normally don't do this, but I can change it.
No. I'm saying you normally don't.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You've never had Divine Barrel on this podcast ever.
Shut up. You like Divine Barrel though. You can.
I love them. I'm never going to be like, I don't repeat Divine Barrel.
Chris only repeats breweries if they're really good, or this is also another exception.
Well, no, actually, it's just because so Dana was in Florida. She went and got me some beers, and this is actually
she flew the boat back.
This is Flying Boat flew the boat back. Yes, Flying Boat Brewing again. It's the last one I have of theirs, and it is their St. Pete Sunset, which is a blood orange juicy IPA. It also sounded good, so that's part of the reason I wanted it. Plus everything else in there is like Divine Barrel. So, it's hop. The hops are Cascade, Mosaic, and Amarillo. So it's a nice, pretty sunset beach. That's actually me with the I don't know, long the long
surfboard.
Chris definitely knows what it's called for sure.
I should have filled it out for him. We should have kept it going.
I literally wanted to say boogie board so bad, and I was like,
the standing boogie board.
The longer one. Like two boogie boards together, like that one.
It's a shame the way the artist captured that surfboard is you can't see your six-pack abs.
That is true.
It's like kind of the silhouette's just covering it. So
yeah.
You can't see
Well, actually, they couldn't put that on the label. It would have pushed it into, PG.
NC-17.
Yeah, exactly. The rating of it would have to come with a little sensor on
21 plus only for this beer. This beer is only for people who are 21 and older.
Anywho, that's the can art. So you're welcome again, Flying Boat Brewing Company, for that. And we are going to try and crack it open right now. Okay, is it me or is it harder to open cans now? Is this the part of the shortage? They're giving us worse cans? I don't know. It's probably just me.
Did you cut your nails recently? I don't know.
I mean, I notoriously have no nails, but yeah.
Ever since I cut my nails, they've been making these beer cans worse and worse.
I can't say as a professional beer industry person of 10 plus years that
you can't talk about it. It's on the hush hush.
Sure, Chris. We'll go with that.
I thought so. You said
have
enough.
Controversy.
Can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Big thumb corporation is really out to get us.
How dare they? I will say, just smelling it from the can, this has got some very strong blood orange smells to it. So, very excited. It smells really good.
I love blood orange in a beer. Like, I feel like that's a fruit that never fails when you're getting something.
Let's see, does it say how much blood orange? It doesn't. Nope.
What blood type is it?
I think IB positive.
Ah, okay. IBU positive.
IB
versus
positive.
my beer, which was IBU 0. Some fucking hell.
There you go. Boom.
I don't understand.
There she be. It's very, very. So the head isn't quite as thick as Kiwi's was, but it is like a beautiful dark orange amber. Yeah, no,
almost like a
amber.
blood orange color.
Almost, not quite. But it is. It's a very nice looking beer. Hazy boy. Definitely excited. A lot of blood orange on it. So here we go. Let's try.
By the way, IBU O negative was a great joke, Kiwi.
I thought it was
10 out of
funny.
10.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but he didn't laugh, so whatever.
I don't think I
Fine.
understood it. I'm not very smart.
I get it. It's retaliation for the Divine Barrel thing. I get it.
Yes. You're ostracized.
God damn it.
All right, this is pretty good. It's definitely more tart than I was expecting. I think just by the smell. I think I expected it to be a little bit sweeter, but it's not, and I don't mind that. Like I know we talk about it a lot. I enjoy tartness in beers and things of that nature. So, but it is it's got a very strong blood orange flavor on the front, and then it does pick up, and you do get bitterness on the back end from those hops. And it's really nice. It's a lot of flavor. So, and it's only 6% alcohol, so it's a lot of flavor. Lower alcohol. If Tud were here, then it would be a sessionable
Tud is
beer.
here.
If Tud is here. Wait, I don't know how to say that word. I don't know how to say that sentence. But it's a sessionable beer according to him. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's pretty light, a lot of flavor. It's light and it's low ABV. I could imagine myself with the boogie board out on the beaches and
watching that sunset,
enjoying a few of these. This is like a nice refreshing beer. I like this. This is good. Okay, all right.
Did you say this is as a boarding beer? A boogie board beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we call it in the biz.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah, you and your
Am I
crew.
not allowed to call that because I'm not in the biz?
Well, I mean, I just don't know who let you in on the lingo. Did you like look it up on Reddit or something? The boogie boarding Reddit.
Don't ask me how I get my sources.
Listen,
we do it differently in the multiverse.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe you are a big boarder over there, a boogie boarder.
No.
Sorry.
No.
No, in her universe, they call the big boogie boards surfboards.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I call them surfboards.
I hate that. I hope that's not a thing.
Who would name it that? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It's like how you're supposed to boogie on them. It makes you feel like dancing. That's why. But this beer, I'm enjoying this beer. It's not like, I don't know. It's just nice, light. It's refreshing. It's got a lot of flavor, a little bit of bitterness on the end. I like it. I'm happy about it.
It's crazy because you're talking about how like light and easy. It looks so like thick.
Yeah, it's really not
from
though.
your camera.
Yeah, it's not. It's like, it's I don't know.
Super
I don't know.
hazy, bruh.
It's a hazy boy. I don't know why, because you're right. It does look like it should be, but it's not. It's pretty light. So I don't know. I like it though. I'm gonna give it a 4. I mean, it's good. I have I have no qualms against it. I can't think of anything bad. It's not anything like revolutionary. It's not the best of the best of the best, but it's solid. It's pretty darn good. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Well, I've never had a Blood Orange IPA before. That's, to me, sounds like a pretty interesting combo. Sounds revolutionary to me.
There's one, a famous one. I think I had it on the podcast. It was like a live.
We've definitely
free,
had Blood Orange beer before, I think.
Live Free or Die, I think it's called. I'd have to look it up, but I think I had it on the podcast. A big orange can. That's a blood orange one. It's good. And then Stony Creek makes a blood orange something. I don't remember, but
I've had a few. I know. I just looked it up. One was from Buffalo Resurgence, and then another 21st Amendment. I've had that one.
Both of
those are really good.
Is that the one? The 21st Amendment?
Maybe that's like a pretty big one. And then Anderson Valley, I've had this one too. Like I'm telling you, like they never miss. Anderson Valley Blood Orange Goza was really good too.
Ooh, that sounds.
Yeah.
I think that's the only ones I've had.
I could for sure see Blood Orange in a sour beer, but IPA, that's pretty wild to me.
Yeah, 21st Amendment has a Blood Orange IPA. I've definitely had that one.
Cool.
I think that
good.
might be the one that I was thinking of. The Live Free.
I mean, that would be the most like national you can get your hands on this beer.
Yeah.
All right, so you gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4.
Untapped has 265 other people who've flown this boat before.
All right.
What do you think they rated it in aggregate?
Beer Advocate?
No, in aggregate. Like,
I was like, whoa, when did we switch this up?
yeah,
No. We're an Untapped podcast.
yeah.
Since day one.
All my homies hate Beer Advocate.
We roll deep against Beer Advocate. Shoot, I don't think they're gonna like it as much as I do. I feel like 265 is pretty low. What did Kiwi guess? 345? That's not it.
I said 363.
I mean Tud.
I don't know what you're talking about. That must have been some other multiverse Kiwi.
I think it's gonna be a 383 sticks out to me. I'm gonna say it's a 383.
Pretty close. Good enough for the tally mark with a 3.79.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Which would shut down the tears from Kiwi anyway. So
That is true. Yep.
Putting my foot in my mouth right now. I have no argument on that one.
well, nicely done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Chris.
Why, thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy.
One away from closing your third gate there.
Look at that. You know what? I've come a little bit back to life. Okay, I feel rejuvenated. Okay, it went a long time with no tally marks. Now I'm finally claiming some more tallies, except for Tud cheating all the time.
Right.
Yep.
It's not one Tud, it's the other.
Yeah, I know. One of these dang Tuds. So many Tuds.
Well,
Just in the Tud bloodline. I don't know.
yeah, gotta have issues with the board for sure. But we're running long here, so let's kick it over to Jordan, Wreck My Podcast, who's gonna play us in to our Frosty Mug of Wisdom. Jordan, take it away.
Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle. Mug of Wisdom! Drink. Mug of Wisdom!
You gotta make it Street Fighter music now. This is a Capcom.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Street Fighter music.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I think I don't know how long Jordan's been on that song, but
I
make
think
us
he
another
said. I think he said not long at all. He just.
he's just being
He
modest.
did it at work. I remember him saying, one, he didn't expect you guys to use it every single time. And
To
two,
be honest, neither did the other two people on this podcast.
he was at work scream whispering into to record going, Mug of Wisdom. And he was at work physically doing this, and like he's like, I could have done better if I knew you would use this every week. I just did this at work as a meme.
The
best,
meme has
everyone knows the
become
best
reality.
memes are the ones that started with no effort at all.
That's fair,
That's
and that's
true.
facts.
But speaking of no effort at all, thank you, Chris, man of the people, honk, 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 honk. You did it.
I did it. I've done it.
Thanks, St. Pete and or a flying boat. Not really sure. But who's going first? Who's handling the mug? We sticking with Kiwi as the guest? I mean, new Tud /
No, just Tud.
I'm just Tud now.
Yeah.
Just Tud now.
I think I'll let Tud. I'll let Tud go first.
All right. Well, I have a video game to recommend this week. It's amazing, and I've already recommended it to Obert, and I highly recommend he get on it. But so it is a deck building roguelike game called Inscryption. It has a little bit of a horror back to it. It's beautiful. It is. When I first started playing this game, at first I was like, haha, it's funny because like you have like send the wolf out to kill the squirrel, and the squirrel kills like that. Like it was like dumb stuff at first. It took me a little bit to get used to, and then I was like, all right, this game's kind of boring. Like it's very repetitive, and there's a little bit of puzzles you do throughout the room to kind of unlock some new things. You're kind of like locked in a cabin with this creepy guy. You gotta like do some puzzles to like get better pieces to play the game and like have a better deck against him. So I was like, it's all right, but like I just want to beat him and get this over with and like get my achievement. And then I looked at Steam and I was like, there's a lot of achievements for this game. What could I possibly still do? So there's no way. And then I beat him finally, and I unlocked all the puzzles, and I was like, oh wow, this game has a lot more going on to it than I thought. Plot twist after plot twist after game after like different styles. Like you're just diving in with still card and deck building and like card game in general, but like the amount of styles they switched up on me, and my mind was blown with this game. It was amazing. I had to go through and unlock every single achievement, and that's high praise to go along and do that for me in a video game. Like I had such a great time playing this game. And it's just, the point and click type of, you're not, fighting or anything. You're playing cards. So you do get to move around a little bit. And it was so unique, and just, I adored this game. And if you do like deck building video games, I'm only recommending this because I know Obert talks about them all the time. So there's got to be someone here listening that likes deck building video games, listeners. So it was so good, and I cannot recommend it more. I wish I could replay it without knowing for the first time again already, and I just played it.
That's awesome. That's not something you hear that often about a game.
It was so good. It
Especially
was so
a game
well done.
like that doesn't seem at your first take to be very story driven, but to be able to.
No, I thought it was just kind of like a horror, like the gimmick was it being kind of like a creepy card game, and I was completely mistaken. I just needed to like finish one last piece of the puzzle, and then I can't tell you how just like insanely my mind was. You probably most likely have to Google some pieces because I would have never figured them out. But this game, I mean, where I was at was about like maybe 1/5 of the actual game. And then at the point when it was ending and I realized it was ending, I was like, no, like I want to explore all these other areas. Like I wish there was more. I was so upset. It was so good.
I'll have to. I mean, you did send me this recommendation, and I have been meaning to check it out. I've been playing a lot of Stardew lately, which has been all consuming. But I will probably check this one out. I'm not sure if I should get it. What if I should get it for though? Is it out? Is it a mobile friendly game, or is it like just console, PC? What do we got?
I believe it might be on mobile. I've played it. I played it on Steam. I got it during the winter sale when it was on sale for very, very cheap. And I would actually pay the full price for that game. It's not expensive to begin with, but yeah, I got it like super cheap just because I was like, oh, I like card games, so I'll check this out. And like I said, like I recommended it to you, Obert, after I got back in and played it again and kind of like progressed, and I was like, oh, this is a whole game. I didn't realize. I mean, so good. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't mean it. So good. Cool. So good.
Cool. And
Awesome.
how is it's just Inscryption spelled normally, or is it like with a Y?
It's got a Y somewhere in
Like
there.
crypt.
Let me type it out really quick.
It's like the crypt in Inscryption.
Incryption. Yes, like the crypt. It's like first look, you're seeing like all like the it's like a heavy inked and animals and just animal versus animal and beating bosses and like you're just crawling your way through the map and the map changes every time. It's always like one of those, but oh my god, so good. I think it's $20 not on sale, but you'll catch it on sale if you really want to wait. I think it's worth the $20 though.
Okay.
I also don't know about maybe it's not on. I don't think it's on an app.
Okay.
I don't think it's on a phone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll play on my computer. But Chris, what do we got? Who's handling next?
Obert, I'll let you go.
All right. I'm gonna put over a new show, new Amazon Prime show. I feel like I've been on a TV kick lately, but I'm watching a lot of TV. So it's the time of year. It's like, what are you gonna do? Just stay inside and watch TV. I started watching the new Jack Reacher series on Amazon called Reacher. Have either of you heard about this?
I think I've seen like a commercial for it, but I outside of that, no.
Okay. So
I have not. Is it like Jack the Ripper or?
No. See, now this is where I'm supposed to come prepared to the podcast. But I know that, so it's based on a book series. And basically in the book, Jack Reacher is like this total badass 6'5", like 280-pound monster that is, super smart, ex-military cop and, just kicks everybody's ass. And they made a Jack Reacher movie 10 years ago starring Tom Cruise, and everybody's like, Tom Cruise is not Jack Reacher. Like,
from what you've described, that is not Tom Cruise.
yeah, he's basically like as far apart as Tud and Tud goes from Jack Reacher. But the new show on Amazon, I won't spoil too much because it seems like it's going to be set up in like, and I'm not done with the whole season, but it seems like every season might be like its own self-contained mystery because the character kind of famously, like, he's a drifter, he's a ghost, like he doesn't have a cell phone or a driver's license. All he has is like, he just goes from town to town and he ends up getting caught up in some trouble and has to use all this crazy strength and brains and skills to solve a mystery. But I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm like 4 episodes in right now. I don't know. I think Amazon does all their shows at once. I think they do the Netflix model where they just dump them. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how many are left. I just started watching it and I'm like totally hooked. I think if you're listening to this podcast, you would like the show. Check it out.
Who plays Jack Reacher?
I don't know, but he definitely fits the part. He's like,
okay.
They kind of use every excuse they can to film him with a shirt off where he is like totally ripped and has like, an 8-pack and he's...
Was he also in Street Fighter?
Yes.
Okay.
He was in Street Fighter.
Also, he was
Perfect.
also street fighting.
Sounds like my type of show.
Uh-huh. And
Capcom, come on.
I don't know if they
Capcom,
do the same thing they did like in Lord of the Rings with the Hobbits, where they just like film like tall people next to really short people. But he definitely looks like he's 6'5". They definitely highlight how huge he is in the show. So definitely much more fitting to the part than Tom Cruise was. But that's my handle. Click the link in the show notes to watch the trailer. Chris, take us home.
All right. So I don't know. I know I debuted it the other day. But you may see a new wall ornament behind me. And for those of you that are at home, I have this illuminated LED Bulbasaur figure back there, and it is amazing. It's amazing. It was a gift that I got from Dana on our wedding anniversary, our 6-year wedding anniversary, which just sounds stupid to say. It's so long ago.
And I think 6 is the neon anniversary, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Yeah, that's why I got
So
her.
was it a Leon or was it a neon? Was it the LED?
It is a Leon. Yes, it is a Leon.
Oh, so I mean,
that's 6.5
I would have a talk with her.
actually.
That's 6.5. Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's got to be neon.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, Dana, you're hearing this. Your gift was rejected by the rest of the podcast, even though I love it. And for those of you that I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I'm a Twitch streamer, so like I do a lot of Pokemon, things like that, and Bulbasaur is my
What?
yeah. So Bulbasaur is my A1 since day one. So he's awesome, and it's awesome. It's great. I absolutely love it. But I want to put over the Etsy shop that created it, and that is. It's NerdyWood8008, and yes, it is Nerdywood Boob if you're listening. Okay, I don't know why it is that, but it is. And
it's not an accident, right?
It couldn't have been. It had
There weren't
to have been.
8007 earlier Nerdywoods.
There could be. Nerdy wood. Think about that in general. Come on.
Yep. I know, and like
There could easily be 8007 other nerdy woods out there.
Honestly, that's true. That is true.
They probably could have gotten Nerdy Leon 6.
They don't want people to know it's Leon's. They're trying to put that faux. It looks really good. I'm looking at it, by the way. I'm not actually digging at them, but they could put that faux. They're doing that faux neon. Actually, Leon's are way better for your electric bill, your eyesight.
That's
you can dim them. I love them. For actual like my beer stuff. I love getting those over neons. They're so much cheaper too.
Yeah.
Kiwi's
They
bonus
last longer.
handle. Throw out Neon, get your Leon.
Shit. No, I'm hyping it up because I was like, I'm not trying to actually like dig on them. It looks amazing, Chris.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with it. It looks awesome. And his shop, he's got a bunch of different nerdy stuff. I was looking at some today. I was like, okay, well, I need one of these. I need one of these. And I was like, so don't be surprised if I get more in the future. But he's got anywhere from Pokemon to Legend of Zelda. He's got like old Game Boy stuff, Mario, things like that. There's a bunch of stuff on there, and like,
well, Chris,
I think reasonably priced.
6.5 is right around the corner.
It's right there.
So.
It's right there. Yeah. Well, we started dating almost 10 years ago, so that is a whole nother thing. So if she's listening, she's got to get me a better present for that. But anyways,
The 10 years dating and 6.5 marriage is the exact for a Leon.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't
That's
say
the
that
rule.
too loud because I believe that's also a diamond at no, that's Leo. Never mind. Oh, thank God. Okay, we dodged that bullet. Poof. Never mind. It's not a Leon. But check them out. We'll put a link in the show notes for NerdyWood8008 on Etsy. They have a bunch of awesome stuff, and I think it's reasonably priced. I went and checked it out, and I was like, yeah, I need to get all of them. I want all 150 Pokemon. Well, all 800.
You're just making sure
Pokemon.
that your present was worth more than hers.
Also, yes.
No, I wasn't, but it's awesome. I love it. I think it's great. So
What'd you get Dana?
I just got her like spa stuff, spa day thingies. So
Spas are nice.
yeah, well, I know, but I'm also really bad at picking stuff out. It was like this whole thing. I was having like anxiety over like two different things together, and I didn't know what. So I was like, I'll just go with spa. Spa is a safe bet for a mom of two that has
Can't go wrong with the
kids.
spa.
You hear that, Dana? You
kids
had
all
a
the time.
safe bet gift.
Yeah, 100%. She knows.
And she's like, yes, thank God. I heard what the risky bet was, and it was a bad bet. He was hitting on a 19 with that one.
I mean, it's. I think it's super thoughtful. Better just be like, I know they're gonna enjoy this versus like, I'm not sure, because then you don't want them to feel pressure to be like, no, I like this,
okay.
and then they have this like sitting in their drawer for forever because they don't want to get rid of it.
I was like, would you rather have something or would you rather do something? And she said, do something. And I was like, okay.
I don't do anything. I want to do something.
How we can figure this out? And
Her house
then
is
she
full
made
of
it
things.
she made it explicitly clear she wanted me not to be there. And by that, she said without the kids. But that just means I have to stay and watch the
So
kids.
spa is literally perfect.
So I was like, okay, it works. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Go do that fun stuff. So, so that's what I got her. So she has yet to go do it yet because everybody's been sick of this household. Anyways, there's that. But
Yeah. So thanks for listening, everybody.
oh yeah, right. We have to do that now.
Yeah. I'll go first, and I'll thank Stone Corral for their black beer.
I will thank Flying Boat again for possibly the final time for their St. Pete Sunset.
I'm going to thank Community Beer Works for their strawberry milkshake IPA.
check us out on social, DAWF Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, mostly. Click the link in the show notes to join our Discord server, and tell us where you can find a Shamrock Shake IPA, because, I want one of those. Leave us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. Just keep being awesome, and also keep telling other people about the podcast. With that, I'm Obert.
My name's Chris.
I am Kiwi, aka just Todd, and if you're drinking alone, crawl through your multiverse, go find some friends, get in there, infiltrate, take over the new person. You are now them, and just that they won't know the difference. Just make sure not to call something a boogie board if it's a surfboard, and vice versa, because those are a little slight difference, and they will catch on, but you will make some friends out of this.
Okay.
That's what we say every week.
Every week.
Every week. Every single week.
I'm like baffled.
Nailed it.
You don't call them boogie boards. I don't know how you live. I don't understand.
Well, we do have boogie boards in our multiverse, but they are for children 5 and under.
No, that's not what this is. No.
Oh, okay. Okay. They're very beginner boards for children 5 and under. That's what we use our boogie boards for.
Super cool, ripped people. All the time. I mean,
okay.
Just over there, I see a gnarly tube, and I'm like, man, I gotta boogie that thing, and then I do, and they're like, whoa, you're so good at boogieing. And I was like, yeah, I know.
So when you guys say you use boogieing as like a really cool surf move, like what do you use for 80s dance moves?
We call that surfing.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's